look at that day and they say, it's as if we only spent a day or a night in the past world. That's all it was, a day or a night. My brothers and sisters, let's move on. When Allah.Subahanallah, if you realize, if you've read the Quran and you understand sometimes what it's being said, you realize that whenever Allah talks about the hereafter, Allah talks in three ways. He uses the language of the past tense as if everyone is already in Jannah and everyone is already in hellfire. It's a long time ago and we're still here. And sometimes the language is in the present tense as if right now the day of judgment is happening, but we're still here. And sometimes, and that's the least, Allah talks about the hereafter in the future tense, in a normal way. When the day comes, when this happens, people will do this. Why does Allah use all three, past, present, and future tense? Because, brothers and sisters, to Allah, time is irrelevant. To Allah, everything's already gone. Second reason, this entire world, compared to the hereafter, is not even a speck compared. When you look at the hereafter is eternal. There is no end. And this life is only a very short time. Listen to what Allah says in the Quran. When the people on the day of judgment, the criminals, the bad people, they see what happened, they look and they regret. And Allah describes their state. كأنهم يوم يرونها لم يلبثوا إلا عشية أو ضحاها. Allah says, look at them on the day of judgment. They will look at that day and they say, it's as if we only spent a day or a night in the past world. That's all it was, a day or a night. In another verse, Allah says, يُقْسِمُ الْمُجْرِمُونَ مَا لَبِثُوا غَيْرَ سَاعَةٍ. On the day of judgment, the criminals will say, we swear by Allah, we weren't in that former life, in this world, for more than 1 hour. Subhanallah. In another verse, they bring each other, and Allah says, يَتَخَافَتُونَ فِيمَا بَيْنَهُمْ. They whisper to each other because they're scared on that day. They whisper, they whisper. And this is what they say. Allah says, قَالُوا كَمْ لَبِثْتُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ عَدَدَ سِنِينَ. They will say to each other, or the angels will say to them, both, how long? How long were we on earth? And Allah says that they reply, the angels reply, إِلَّا بِثْتُمْ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. Oh, you are only on earth for a short time. In another verse they say, قَالُوا لَبِثْنَا يَوْمًا أَوْ بَعْضَ يَوْمٍ. They will say, we only stayed on earth a day or part of a day. Why, brothers and sisters? Why do they say that? That is how this entire world is going to feel like. And that's when people say, Ya Allah, for a day or part of a day, I failed. For a day or part of a day, I couldn't be patient. For a day or part of a day, I lost hope. And I blamed Allah and I blamed myself and I just gave up. It was just a little bit. And the hereafter is eternal, never, ever, 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 ever ends. Can you comprehend that? Never, ever ends forever. One student of mine at school, I told you I was a teacher, yeah? I was a teacher for 20 years still. And a student said to me, Sir, we stay in Jannah forever? I said, yes. He says, don't you get bored? I said, no, you don't get bored. He goes, but how? I said, like that. The one who made you bored here can make you not bored there. I said, okay. He said, what if I do get bored? I said, I'll tell you what, when you get bored, you give me everything. I'll take it and you go away, you get nothing. I'll be bored. There is no boredom in Jannah. Nothing. My brothers and sisters, Jannah is for the believing men and the believing women.